Hello everyone, my name is Michael SK and welcome back to Steins Gate 0. In the last episode, things finally got really rolling. We are now being chased, or we were being chased. People are now after Kirisu's laptop, which we found out was actually in the possession of Maho. Thought it was already in the possession of the bad boys, but nope, I was wrong about that one. Maho is in possession of it, gave it to Daru, who told us that he was given the laptop but didn't tell us who the client was. Turns out, all along, Maho is the client. Now that we know that, we're kind of like, okay, all grouped up, we know what's going on here, and we know that we're going to get chased by some Russian bad boys. We narrowly escaped death, I think, and now we're following Maho, who, just like the previous branch, when Maho was, I guess, sort of targeted, and her hotel was ransacked like how it was here, she was brought to Fedis' home, which led to us finding out that Nai is also a cleaning machine. But anyways, let's read on here. We are following Maho. Rintaro took Maho to Fedis Nyanyan's home. It was on the top floor of a high-rise building in the center of Akihabara. If nothing else, it was sure to be more secure than the ancient building they'd just been in. Fedis welcomed the two of them, offering them food and a place to sleep. Daru returned alone to the future gadget lab to meet up with Suzuha.
このノート PC は存在するだけで災いを呼ぶだろう。手放した方がいい。
Once they'd both calmed down, she started to talk to him about what they were going to do with Kirisu's computer. He didn't budge an inch. Usually he was an introvert who never pushed too hard for anything, but this time he was extremely stubborn. Of course, so was Maho.
せめてロックを解除して中身について確かめたいわ。今のところそれもできずに手詰まりだけれど。
そんな悠長なことを言っている場合じゃない。今すぐ手放すべきだ。一番いいのはこの場で破壊することだが。
破壊するって、これはクリスの形見でもあるのよ。
Yes, that is true.
君はもう少しロジカルな人間だと思ってた。
私はあなたがそんな冷たい人だとは思わなかった。
Maho's words made him flinch. Something bad had happened to him. That's how it seemed to her. And it was easy to assume that it had something to do with Kirisu. So she decided to ask him what she hadn't gotten to earlier, during the fuss this afternoon.
あなたはクリスの事件について何か隠しているように見えるのだけれど。
俺の知ってることなんてどうでもいいような話だ。
Maho could tell he wasn't going to share. If they hadn't been interrupted this afternoon, would he have told her?
それよりこの PC をどうするかだ。これはもう友達の形見なんていう私的なレベルのものじゃない。国家規模での争奪戦を引き起こす代物なんだ。
一体どんな陰謀論よ。
この後に及んで陰謀論だと言い張るのか。君も見ただろう、あの黒服の外国人たちを。君の通うオフィスも寝泊まりしているホテルも荒らされた。クリスの自宅だって放火された。その放火事件の後、君の研究室に FBI を名乗る謎の男たちが調査に来た。前にホテルの駐車場で襲われたことだってもしかしたら関連があるかもしれない。普通なら絶対に遭遇しないような出来事が立て続けに起きている。これは偶然じゃない。
だからって国家規模だなんて。
The whole thing just seemed like too much of a stretch for her. Trying to connect every single event was a trap that conspiracy theorists often fell into. But in fact, most things that happened didn't really mean anything. When she began to tell him that, what he said next surprised her.
事態はこの先ジョン・タイターの予言通りに進むだろう。
ジョン・タイター？
Maho had never heard that name before.
10年前にアメリカのネット掲示板に現れた人物だよ。2036年からタイムマシンに乗ってやってきた自称未来人だ。俺はそいつが本物だと知っている。会ったこともある。ジョン・タイターによれば2015年には第三次世界大戦が起きる。その原因はタイムマシンだ。
バカにしているの？
至って真面目だ。中鉢博士のことを知りたがっていたな。奴はクリスの父親だ。中鉢論文にはクリスが関わっていた可能性がある。
なんですって。
I hate this guy. He's just an ugly fuck. Maho had read Dr. Nakabachi's paper out of curiosity. Last summer, he proudly announced his paper on time travel to the entire world just before fleeing to Russia. The paper itself, however, was so poorly written that it was of no value whatsoever. She couldn't believe that Kirisu might have been involved in writing it.
論文は劣化版でもしもクリス自身が書いたオリジナルが存在するとしたら、クリスの残したノート PC とポータブルハードディスク、その中身が実際のところ何なのかは関係ない。ただそれを手に入れたがっている連中がいるんだ。
ちょっと待って。少し整理させて。
Could what Rintaro was saying be true? She took a moment to think. Normally she wouldn't give something like this a second thought. But what had been happening around her lately just wasn't normal. She couldn't outright deny it. Besides, she was nursing a conspiracy theory of her own.
私もこの PC が狙われているかもしれないという予感はしていたのよ。ただあなたの話は私の予想とはあまりにもかけ離れすぎていて。
予想とは？
アマデウスの軍事転用のことじゃないかと考えていたの。
軍事転用？
クリスは精神生理学研究所にもよく出入りしていたんだけど、時々場違いな連中がそこにやってくるって言ってたの。どうも国防総省の人じゃないかって。
アマデウスで人を殺せるのか？どうやって？
例えば百戦錬磨のパイロットから記憶データをコピーして無人戦闘機の制御に使うとか。あと以前話した医療への応用覚えてる？
人間の脳へ記憶データを書き戻すってやつかな。
Man, look at Leskinen. Before I had a huge crush on him, and then thought that he was evil.
そう。記憶データを修正した上で書き戻しが可能になれば、恐怖を感じない兵士やどんな非道な任務でも平然と遂行する部隊なんていう恐ろしいものまで作れてしまう。私はてっきりクリスがそういった実験の証拠を偶然知ってしまったんじゃないかと思っていたの。
なあ、アマデウスの研究には米軍が関与していたりはしないよな？
するわけないでしょ。
本当にそう言い切れるか？君はあくまで研究者であってプロジェクトの総責任者じゃない。
レスキネン教授だって軍に関与なんてさせないわ。
だよな。あれは別の世界線の話だし。
世界線？何のこと？
いや、忘れてくれ。俺の考えすぎだと思う。
He hadn't seemed like he'd really meant that, and that really bothered her. She wanted to hear more about John Titor, but he didn't tell her anything else. Since she couldn't crack the security on Kirisu's laptop and hard drive, it did Maho no good to carry them. And just like Rintaro said, those attackers scared her. So she decided she had no choice but to give them to him. No, excuse me. He didn't tell her whether he was going to destroy them or not. Or tell her. Excuse me, there.
Maho, 無事でよかった。
Yeah. When she arrived at their office in Wako City, Dr. Leskinen was already there. He came over and gave her a big hug.
教授、苦しい。
おう、すまない。ははは。
She'd heard that the office had been ransacked, but whatever had happened had already been cleaned up.
教授が片付けたんですか？
荒らされたと言っても、もともと私と魔法しか使っていなかったわけだし、荷物も多くなかったからね。あとは警察に任せてある。
2 days had passed since the office had been ransacked. Maho had spent both of them at Fetus's home, and only today had she gotten in touch with Dr. Leskinen and gone to Wako City to get her things. They were both going back tomorrow just as planned. That meant they were saying goodbye to this office, excuse me.
犯人はまだ捕まっていないんですよね。
ああ。日本に来てから災難続きだな。
ですね。
The two of them looked around the empty office. It'd been a busy 2 months.
魔法はどうだったかな。日本はもう一つの故郷でもあるわけだろう。感想は？
早く大学に戻って研究に打ち込みたいですね。この2ヶ月資料をまとめてばかりだった気がするので。
ははは。魔法は真面目だね。
それとクリスが最後の時間を過ごしたこの国の空気を感じることができたのは良かったです。
魔法。
But she still hadn't figured out why Kirisu had died. Actually, she had even more questions now. It bothered her to go home with so many questions left unanswered. If only Rintaro had told her everything he knew. I'm surprised he didn't,
そうい
actually.
えば
That probably could have led to more issues, but whatever. The thought suddenly occurred to Maho.
アマデウスのテスターの件はどうします？
Of course, she meant Okabe Rintaro. It bothered Maho and Leskinen, or if both Maho and Leskinen, excuse me there, what the fuck was I reading, were heading back to America, that meant that his time as a tester was over.
そうだね。
For some reason, the professor was taking a moment to think it over. She wondered what there was to think about.
テストはこのまま続けてもらおうと思っているんだが、どうだろう。
え？本気ですか？
実際、リンタロウと話すことで、クリスはこれまでにないような反応をしてみせているだろう。今後は彼だけでなく、もっと多くのテスターを使っていきたいとも考えているところだし。
セキュリティの面で不安があるのでは？アメリカと日本だと離れすぎていて、何かトラブルが起きた時に対処できません。
大丈夫さ。私はリンタロウを信じているからね。
いや、信じるとか信じないという話ではなくてですね。
それにテストを継続すれば、魔法だって定期的にリンタロウと連絡を取れるよ。
私は関係ないでしょう。
そうかい？
ですよ。
では今後のリンタロウとの連絡は私が直接取ることにしよ
別に構いませんよ。
It still seemed like he wasn't telling her something, but she was too embarrassed to question him further. It surprised her, though, that he was so focused on Rintaro. He seemed to have taken a real liking to him ever since they had first met, and I have no idea why, but you know what, I'll roll with it. Did he simply like the guy? Or was it because he was Kirisu's friend? Or was it something else? She didn't know. The next day, Maho and Dr. Leskinen returned to America via Narita Airport, just like they'd planned. Man, this is all moving really fast. Rintaro had come to see them off, and he was very surprised when Dr. Leskinen told him he can continue being a tester. Well, I guess they're back. Wait, whoa. Huh? And then half a year passed. The hell's happening? I guess we're done with Pandora's box, excuse me. Gehenna's stigma. Jesus fucking Christ, we are just moving so fast through time. We're already in another chapter. Victor Condria University's grounds were dead quiet. It was after 11 p.m. Some of the labs worked all night and into the morning, so the place wasn't completely abandoned. But compared to daytime, it was quiet. The lights in the halls were off, and it was a little scary walking down them alone. Maho lived in the researchers' apartments next to the lab. She'd been thinking about so many things that night, her head felt like it was going to explode. Then she looked out the window and realized that the lights were still on in the brain science lab. Dr. Leskinen must have been working late. She decided to put some coffee in a thermos and take it to him.
そもそもなんで私はタイムマシンの研究なんかに没頭しているのかしら。
Ever since she'd come back from Japan in January, she'd spent all her free time on it. Even she had to admit she was getting obsessed. Of course, since this wasn't something she could research in public, and since she couldn't let it interfere with her real job, she had to do all of it in her own room at night. As a result, she was staying up late, battling with physics textbooks, an unfamiliar subject to her. Exhaustion and lack of sleep were starting to get to her. The whole idea of a time machine was stupid. She still thought so, but she was surprised at how desperate she was getting.
それもこれも岡部さんのせいよ。
What Okabe had said to her in Japan still stuck with her.
中鉢論文にはクリスが関わっていた可能性がある。
You know, he was giving you a hint there, Maho. It really was. Rintaro could have been lying or wrong or simply delusional, but part of her wanted to believe it was real. Of course, from what she'd seen of Dr. Nakabachi's paper, she didn't want to believe Kirisu was involved. It was just that bad. But
論文は劣化版で、もしもクリス自身が書いたオリジナルが存在するとしたら。
Yet again, another hint from good old Okabe. Trying to lead you in the right way there, Maho. If she could have written it off as a slim possibility, everything would have been so much easier. But it was just like her, she thought, to be unable to do that. I want to find what Kirisu found. That desire was what drove her to action. But the more research she did, the harder it seemed. It was so hard she was starting to lose faith in what she wanted to believe. Her usual complex started weighing down on her.
クリス、私やっぱりあなたにはなれない。
Kirisu was her dear friend, but at the same time, she was starting to feel jealous, frustrated, and hateful. And when all those feelings started going around in her mind, there was no way she could focus on work. It was time to chat with Dr. Leskinen for a little, and then go to sleep. I love a good chat with the doctor. She headed over to the lab.
教授、
ん？いや、マホ。
Hello. Dr. Leskinen seemed surprised at her sudden visit, but he stood up from his chair and welcomed her. Such a humble
ど
man.
うしたんだい？こんな夜中に。子供はもう寝る時間だよ。
Oh, damn.
その言葉そっくりそのままお返しします。
違いない。
Dr. Leskinen laughed innocently, like a child, at her cutting remark.
私の部屋から明かりが見えたものですから。これどうぞ。
The cup on Dr. Leskinen's desk was empty. She poured him some coffee in the thermos, or from the thermos. It wasn't the sticky sweet cafe out, I don't know what the hell that is that she liked. She'd made it straight black to match the professor's tastes. The room was filled with steam and a pleasant smell.
これは驚いた。マホがカフェをご馳走してくれるとは。
私だってこのくらいの気は利きますよ。
でも君はこういうのが嫌いだっただろう？あれは確か君がこの研究所に来た最初の日だったかな。メリーがみんなにモーニングカフェを配って回っていたら、君はそれを断ってこう言ったじゃないか。あなたはカフェを入れるためにここに勤務しているのですか？その時間があったら早く仕事を始めてはどうですとね。いやすごい子が来たものだと驚かされたよ。
そんな古い話今さら持ち出さなくてもいいじゃないですか。
Maho's cheeks swelled in embarrassment.
あの頃は天才少女とか言われてちょっといい気になってたというか、何もわからない子供だったんです。ちゃんと反省はしています。
Mary was another scientist at the lab. After Maho had apologized, they'd gone on to be friends.
本当に教授は意地悪ですね。もう二度とコーヒーなんて持ってきませんから、そのつもりで。
Just as she was thinking of taking the coffee she'd poured back,
そうですよ、教授。あんまり先輩をいじめないであげてください。
oof. She heard a voice from Dr. Leskinen's computer.
あら、クリス。
はい、私です。
ちょうど彼女のプログラムの検証中だったんだ。
She moved around to where she could see the monitor, and sure enough, the Kirisu CG model was displayed on it.
こんばんは、先輩。
こんな時間までご苦労様。
Maho chuckled to herself, Kirisu was just a program running on a computer, but she still couldn't stop herself from saying things like that. After all the time they'd spent together, Kirisu was no different than a human to her.
別に私は魔法をいじめてるわけじゃないよ。メアレイとの件だって私は魔法を好ましく思ったものさ。極めて合理的でクールで、しかも面白い子だとね。だから私の助手になってもらったわけだし。もちろん今の優しい君も嫌いじゃないけどね。
Dr. Leskinen gave her a wink as he reached for his coffee cup.
ありがとう。いただくよ。
As he drank his coffee, he grabbed the corners of his eyelids and gave them a little massage. He was acting cheerful, but evidently he was really tired.
プログラムの検証って何をしていたんです？
ああ、今まとめている論文のあれだよ。
アマデウスが嘘をつくメカニズムですか？
その部分のプログラムが解析できると、人間が嘘をつく仕組みももっと詳しくわかるんだがね。
女性の嘘は時に重大な秘密を含んでいます。それを暴こうというのは感心しません。
Kirisu's expression was deadly serious.
何も君の嘘を暴こうって言うんじゃない。嘘をつく時の思考の過程を知りたいだけだよ。
まあいいです。何か暴露する羽目になったら、まず真帆先輩が隠してる甘い秘密を喋ることにしますから。
ちょっとおかしなことを言わないでちょうだい。っていうか甘い秘密って何？
なんでしょうね。
She played dumb. Sometimes Kirisu liked to joke around. It was infuriating, and at the same time kind of cute.
例えばゲームセンターで彼に取ってもらったぬいぐるみの件、私が気づいていないとでも？
は？
The first thing she thought of when she heard the word arcade was what happened back in Akihabara, Japan. She tried so many times to get the stuffed animal and failed each time. Rintaro had won it easily and gave it to her. That is true.
あれが何？
That happened like last episode.
ずっと先輩のベッドに置いてあるんですよね。
何をバカなことを言っているの？あれはクリスのお母さんへのお土産よ。
じゃあなんで先輩の部屋に？
だってお母さんは新しい家をまだ探してるって言うし、それまでは仮のアパートメント住まいだし、引っ越しの時の荷物になったらあれかなと思って。
本当ですか？
ほんとよ。だいたいあのぬいぐるみは私にとってもクリスの大事な思い出なんですもの。抱いて寝るのがそんなにおかしい？
やっぱり先輩のベッドにあるんですね、あれ。しかも抱いて寝てるなんてとってもキュート。そのあたりもっと詳しく教えてください。
That stupid computer program had tricked her. By the time she realized, it was already too late. Both Kirisu and Dr. Leskinen, who'd been listening the whole time, were smiling at her. She glared at them, her cheeks flushed.
これはどうやらクリスの勝ちのようだね。
勝ち負けとか関係ありません。もう私は寝ます。おやすみなさい。
She turned to leave Dr. Leskinen's office, fuming. But before she could leave, Kirisu got in one final parting shot.
先輩、もう1週間も岡部と連絡取ってませんよ。忙しいからといって連絡をおろそかにしていると後で後悔しちゃいますからね。
あのね、どうしてもあなたは私と岡部さんをくっつけたいの？
I mean, I'd like to see it happen. Maho stormed over to the monitor, but Kirisu seemed unconcerned.
たまには直接会ってみたいなって思ったりしませんか？
思いません。
そうか、残念だな。
For some reason, Dr. Leskinen shook his head sadly.
近々また共同研究で日本に呼ばれているんだ。その時、リンタロウに連絡を取ってみようと思っているんだ。
Oh, hell yeah.
魔法も一緒に連れて行こうかどうか悩んでいたんだが、これはやめた方が良さそうだね。
She'd heard nothing about this. Most of the time, whenever the professor had a project coming up, she heard about it through the school's network ahead of time.
日本へまた行くんですか？
うん。
She had to stop herself from immediately saying that she wanted to go too. If she did, Dr. Leskinen and Kirisu would make fun of her again. But she didn't want to miss this chance. There was still a lot she needed to do in Japan. More than anything, she wanted to talk to Rintaro in person about the time machine and about Kirisu. It definitely was not because she liked talking to him. Yeah, sure, alright.
ぜひ私も連れて行ってください。
In the end, she gave in.
おお、ついに素直になったんだね。
Yes.
では告白プランを考えましょう。
あなたたちね。
Maho was starting to get tired of dealing with them.
ま、冗談はさておき。君を連れて行けるかどうかは微妙なところなんだ。
というと？
君は日本でいろいろな事件に巻き込まれたろう。脳科学研究所としてはそのことをかなり気にしていてね。
そんな。
クリスの件もあったし、優秀な人材をこれ以上危険な目に遭わせるわけにいかないというのが理事たちの考えなんだよ。
私なら大丈夫です。現にこうして無事でいるじゃないですか。
Oh, yeah. It's not like you narrowly avoided getting ran into by a bunch of Russian goons.
ほう。つまり魔法はそこまでして日本にいるリンタロウに会いたいと。
いい加減セクハラになりますよ。
Oh, sorry は勘弁してくれ。
It's just something about how he talks.
でも
I don't know, man. I love it though.
してみては。将来的には岡部もこっちに来る可能性があるんでしょ。だったら今のうちに唾をつけておくべきですって。
おせっかいな親戚のおばさんみたいなことを言うのはやめなさい。
魔法の考えは理解したよ。私からも理事に話をしてみよう。ただしだからといって日本に行けるという保証はできないからね。
I mean, it's understandable. I can understand why they would be this concerned and cautious about bringing Maho along. Man, I'd be concerned about Leskinen in general.
はい、ありがとうございます。
Japan's a scary place. Lots of dangers.
まだ言っているの？まったく。
It really felt like she was talking to Kirisu. The feeling was much stronger than when they'd first started on Amadeus. And that reminded her of something she'd almost done many times but stopped.
このクリスにタイムマシンのことを相談してみたらどうだろう。
She didn't know if Kirisu had completed the time machine theory before her death. But if she had, some clues to it might be hidden in Kirisu's memories. Of course, she couldn't ask in front of Dr. Leskinen, as she couldn't let others hear what she was making a time machine, or that she was making a time machine. If the rest of the lab found out, they'd make fun of her for sure. It wasn't even her field of research to begin with.
それじゃあ教授、そろそろ部屋に戻って寝ます。
Maho took her thermos and was about to leave the lab.
あ、ちょっと待った。最近魔法の記憶データを全く更新していないだろう？アムデウスの魔法のことだよ。
ああ、
I
日
haven't heard
本
about
に
that
行
in
く
a
前
while.
に採取したデータが最後じゃないか？
それはですね。
Maho didn't know what to say. He was right.
日本ではいろいろと怖い体験をしましたし、アマデウスに悪い記憶を残すこともないかなと。
気持ちはわかるが、このままだと比較実験ができない。
A comparison trial involved loading memories from both before and after a given experience into Amadeus, and seeing how it changed. These trials allowed them to see what effects, experiences, and knowledge had on the brain, but after Kirisu's passing, they became solely Maho's responsibility. So she has no choice, she's gotta do it.
アムデウスの魔法とでは、あまりにも記憶が食い違いすぎていて、別人と言ってもいいほどになってしまっている。
はい、そうですね。
このままだと君をこのプロジェクトから外して他の誰かに頼まなくてはならないかもしれないよ。
それは。
Her expression darkened.
クリスばかり相手にしていないで、たまには自分も構ってあげなさい。きっと寂しがっている。明日必ず記憶の更新をしておくように。いいね。
わかりました。
Maho nodded her head and left the room. God damn. The reason she'd given to Dr. Leskinen for not updating Maho's memories was a real concern, but there was also another one. Rintaro's words.
なあ、アマデウスの研究には米軍が関与していたりはしないよな。
Oh god, I hope not. She had no proof, but she couldn't get his words out of her mind. Was some great power involved in the Amadeus research? Something so powerful was outside even Dr. Leskinen's control. If she updated her memory data, Maho would learn about Kirisu's laptop and hard disk. She trusted Amadeus, but that would mean whoever was secretly trying to use the project for their own ends would find out. It seemed silly, almost delusional, to be worried about something like that, but she couldn't get it out of her mind ever since she'd come back to America.
でもやっぱり考えすぎよね。
She whispered to herself.
誰かそこにいるの?
Ah, shit, fucking Dr. Reyes, bitch ass. She heard a woman's voice from down the dark hallway. Maho stopped dead in her tracks. The hallway lights flipped on, and she saw a group of men and women coming down the corridor that connected her building to the next one. The next building over was the... physiology... That's what it is. Psychophysiology lab. Sorry, guys. Long words are scary. Maho's brain science lab mostly investigated the workings of the brain itself. The psychology labs, excuse me. I think that's... No, that's not psychology, is it? It's physiology. That physiology, my bad, not psychology. The psychophysiology lab, on the other hand, was more of the medical department. They looked at how the workings of the brain affected mental stress and mental illnesses.
すみません、冷や城真帆です。レスキネン教授の研究室の。
The woman at the head of the group was someone she knew. It was Dr. Reyes, a scientist of the physiology lab. I don't know why I keep fucking that up.
あら、真帆だったの。
レイエス教授、こんな時間にお仕事ですか？
あなたも？
ええ、まあ。
お互いに仕事中毒だわね。
Yeah. Judy Reyes' eyes narrowed beneath her glasses as she laughed.
アレクシスは？まだ自分のオフィスよね。
はい、アマデウスの研究を。
ほんとご執心ね。自分の娘と勘違いしてるんじゃないかしら。
こんな時間にレスキネン教授にお会いになるんですか？もし緊急でのミーティングなら私も。
Wait a minute, there's something I glanced over in that last one. Dr. Leskinen has a daughter?
その必要はないわ。私の研究に少し問題があってね。至急彼の知恵を借りたいのよ。あなたがいても特に頼めることはないでしょうし。あ、気を悪くしないでね。でも、ありがとう。
Dr. Reyes kept smiling as she walked past Maho towards the lab. The other scientists followed her.
研究に問題って一体何だろう？
She took a closer look and saw that she didn't recognize one of the people in the group. It was hard to say why exactly she noticed him. He just didn't look like a scientist. When you spend enough time doing research, you start to get a feel for people who are in the same line of work. but he had a totally different air about him. And what was worse, he was behaving extremely rudely towards Dr. Reyes. If he was one of her staff, he wouldn't act like that. And while everyone else was wearing white lab coats, he was wearing a freshly pressed suit. It just didn't feel right. She was about to head back to her room when... It bothered her enough that she turned right back around and silently crept back to Dr. Leskinen's lab. Oh boy. The door was slightly ajar. She could hear voices inside. She knew it was wrong, but she decided to push her face up against the door to listen.
いつまで泳がせておくつもり?
Hoo boy. Alright, we're gonna end it here. Because we're out of time, and I feel like this will be an alright spot. Alright, well, we're in another chapter. So, I want to say that there was that splitting path there back in Pandora's box, where we either pick up the phone from Amadeus or not. She tells us, yo, your shit's been attacked or whatever, and then we skedaddle on out of there, or we don't pick it up, and yes, something else happens. I want to say that's a splitting point. So I want to say we're going towards an ending. We're on a route. We're solidified on something. I could be wrong, but that is my assumption. But anyways, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Take it easy.